Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crispy. For today's video, we got a video that the title has kind of caught me off guard here, guys. This is a video by Matt B. Great, link to his channel in the description below. This is titled, He's the Most Hated High School Basketball Player of All Time. Tyler Herro's Crazy Story. Bro, who the hell hates Tyler Herro? Like, he just seems like some dude out there, bro. Y'all know there's probably some parents in high school, you know, beer gut Billies out there, some damn Karens and stuff like that. I just found out what a Karen was today. They don't seem like very nice ladies. But, you know, like, I can't imagine just, like, hating on a guy that's trying to be great in high school and, you know, try and make it to, like, college and stuff like that. Let's listen to this.
Herro is one of the best young stars in the NBA. But in high school, he has a crazy story and was one of the most hated players of all time.
Dear God.
When you look at Tyler Herro, you don't really see him as a villain or someone that people would hate.
No,
and
just like a guy.
He's a player that a lot of people are tending to like. But however, even though things are looking really great for him now, they weren't always this good.
White nail?
So without further ado, let's jump straight into the video. You guys already know, to get into this guy's story, we gotta throw it all the way back to where things started.
Let's do it. Let's bring it
back.
back.
On January 20th in 2000. And as he was growing up and all throughout his life, he was a really good player. But going into his junior and senior season, this is when he really came onto the scene. In his senior season, he averaged a remarkable 33
points.
And overall, he had a pretty solid game because he also pitched in 7.4 rebounds and 3.6 assists. One more stat I want to throw in there is that he did average 3.3 steals per game, which is pretty good as well. And he was putting up these numbers at a very efficient rate. As a senior, he shot 50% from the field and over 43% from behind the arc.
Very good basketball player, no doubt.
That's pretty good for a high school player.
Snake.
With all those numbers being said, you would think he had a pretty great senior season and it was a breeze for him and everybody loved him. But if you're thinking that, you would also be wrong. His senior season was literally a living nightmare and it was extremely rough on him. I have never seen a high school kid receive this much hate ever in my life.
Dear God, let's
waste
hear
no
it.
time and let's get straight into it. Before I start talking about all the hate he received, I gotta give you guys the backstory as to why he received all this hate.
Sure.
He's from Wisconsin and originally that's where committed to play his college basketball at. But then out of nowhere, he surprised everyone and decommitted from Wisconsin and decided to commit and sign with Kentucky. We see that all the time though. A lot of players change their minds, so you wouldn't think this was a big deal.
Yeah, Kentucky's a pretty good school for basketball.
Wisconsin fans everywhere were extremely pissed. Shortly after he made his decision to decommit from Wisconsin, his family woke up around 9:30 a.m. And when his family looked outside, everywhere on the ground there was red spray paint.
What?
It was on the side of the yard.
Bro, y'all are crazy in Wisconsin. What are you doing? This is a damn child. Like, I'm sorry to say, you know, like that pisses me off when, like, a man decides what he wants to do with his future. Like, it's his choice. You know, it also reminds me of, like, the times where you see, like, where a guy has, like, his reveal event or whatever, and he goes to this college, and then there was a case, I forgot what football player it was, or basketball player, but, like, the person's mom just left because she was so disgusted with his choice. Bro, this pisses me off, man. Like, imagine having like that much free time to show up with, like, some damn red paint to a child's house because of his choice to go to a very good basketball school.
On the grass and even on the tree branches. It doesn't just stop there. The entire yard was rolled and people even egged his house.
Bro, that's sickening,
really
man.
Doesn't matter, but they
that's
even
sickening.
spray painted the toilet paper red, which is just strange.
That's sickening.
And on the ground, this is what they spray painted too. FBBN, go Wisconsin. And this wasn't like a joke from some middle school kids. These were actually grown men and actually pissed off fans.
Yeah, y'all need a beer gut Billies and calm your asses down.
This was his hometown fans, not even from opposing teams. Now, if you ask me, that's pretty crazy, and I wish I could stop there, but there's way more. There were even handwritten letters that were delivered to Tyler Herro's high school. And although they were delivered to the high school, they were made out to Tyler Herro and his coach. And I'm not going to read off every letter, but I'm going to just tell you what one of them says.
Let's hear it.
You guys get the gist of it. All of them were basically saying the same thing, but this one letter in particular was crazy. A man said he hoped that Herro injured his leg the way Gordon Hayward did and never played again.
Bro, let me find that person. I will beat their ass right now, bro. Like, I'm not even joking, man. Dear God. You know what? This makes me want to root for Tyler Herro even more. You know what I'm saying? Like, straight up. Like, I did not know this man went through this. Like, I will not slander Tyler Herro at all, man.
A grown man said that about a kid in high
That's
school.
sickening.
Come on now. And this is all because he just decided to decommit from Wisconsin and go to Kentucky. I don't know too much about Wisconsin and the
How
state
dare
and
you
how
leave
big
our
they are in
state.
basketball, but I guess
Bitch
they
ass
take
up.
it very seriously. But here's the thing. He's not obligated to go anywhere. He's a kid. He should be able to choose where he go and not receive any consequences. I don't know. That's just how I feel, but obviously people do not think the same way. And if that wasn't enough for you, just listen to this. Right after people started sending letters to
See
his
the honest
school,
jersey?
he then received death threats. It started out in online, but then everywhere he went in person, people were saying death threats. There was one time Tyler Herro was pumping gas into his Chevy Malibu at the BP gas station, and someone walked up to him. And in an interview, Tyler said he thought it was a fan or something. This guy wasn't a fan at all though. This is what he said to Tyler Herro. Quote unquote, "I hope you get hit by a truck."
Bro, I literally walk around with some damn pepper spray because of this shit right here, man. Can you get some crazy ass people in this world, bro? Oh my god. You all Wisconsin. Okay, I'm sorry. If you're not from Wisconsin, you all like this, or is this just like a crazy select few? Please let me know in the comment section below. Because if that's the majority, I ain't never going over there, bro. Y'all let me know.
So I know what you're thinking. What did Tyler Herro do? He was only 18 years old at the time. What was he supposed to do? Tyler said all he did was laugh and shrug it off. I mean, like I said, what else can he do? That is just crazy, guys. Imagine
Yeah, he could be a
someone
multi-millionaire.
walking up to you
He's all
saying, "I
good.
hope
He's
you
all
get hit
good."
by a truck," and then walking away. And once again, I wish I could say it stopped there, but there's even more.
Oh my.
His car was egged so much it became a routine thing. And then once people
Free
realized
omelets.
he didn't care about his car getting egged, they then egged his front door and his garage.
Free omelets,
and then
bro.
If eggs weren't enough,
Scrambled
they
eggs.
started throwing tomatoes at his dad's truck. It started getting so bad that his mother wouldn't even let him go out and eat with friends because she was scared someone would physically hurt him. I know I cover a lot of stories and I say this occasionally, but this is really one of the craziest stories I've ever done.
There was the video on YouTube from a few days ago. It was actually Tyler Herro's younger brother. I think it was his actual brother. Maybe it was just a troll. I don't really know. Like actually reacting to Tyler Herro's highlights. It would actually be kind of cool to hear his perspective on the things. You know what I'm saying? So Tyler Herro's brother, if you're watching this, I think his name was Adam. Make that video, man. Make that video.
Done. And it's all because he just wanted to
Or
go
don't.
to
It's up to you.
Kentucky.
You don't have to.
What
Do
is
anything you don't
going
want to do.
on? And we're just getting started. We have a long way to go. All this stuff I'm talking about is what happened off the court. What happened when he went to the games was just as crazy. At every game he went to, fans would bring stuffed animal snakes to all the games because they were calling him a snake. And then to top that off, they would bring poster boards of snakes with Tyler Herro's face on them. And then if that wasn't enough, they would bring signs that were calling him a backstabber and a traitor. But that really didn't slow him down or affect him.
Yeah,
too
he's
much
the
because, like I
backstabber and
said,
traitor,
he
right?
averaged 30 a game. But here's something
Instead
I
of
want
a
you
root
guys
for
to
one of
keep
your
in
own out
mind.
there.
He wasn't just receiving hate from opposing fans. He was receiving hate from his
Hometown
own
kid.
hometown fans.
Yep.
It's hard enough to deal with hate from opposing fans, but imagine doing it from opposing fans and your own fans. That's ridiculous. But honestly, I don't think it was great, but it also prepared Tyler to get ready for the next level, so it might have helped
Yeah, he was
him.
still dropping a
Now,
40
here's where our
piece.
story really starts to get interesting. When Tyler was growing up, he was really regarded as the hometown hero, and he was going to put his state and city on the map. But when his own hometown fans started him, his friends told him to embrace the role as the villain. And that's exactly what he did. He started to embrace that role and thrive in the situation. There was one time a guy was guarding Tyler in high school, and he had a step back jumper in his face, and he looked at him and said, quote unquote, "You hate me now?" And he turned around and grinned the whole way down and stared down the opposing bench. And he was
Damn,
always
bro.
a quiet kid, but once he turned into that villain role, he started to speak his mind.
Had to get
After he hit
cocky.
that step back jumper, he looked at the opposing team's coach and said this: "You better sub in somebody who can stop me. I'm going to make you hate me even more." And as we continue on with this video, I just want to say I love how Tyler Herro took the role as
Like how he
villain.
played
And
into
it's
it,
not
yup.
like he was mad about it. He was actually really happy about it, and he started to even like it. Even though getting egg, getting tomatoes thrown at you, the death threats, and having snakes at your games isn't the ideal situation, it actually
wonder how his
prepared
teammates
Tyler
treated
for
him,
the
you know?
next level. When he went to Kentucky and had to prepare for hard road games, he was actually ready for all the hate he was going to receive at opposing arenas. And hey, maybe that's what made him so poised and clutch in tough moments. And here's what Tyler had to say himself about that: "I play better in those situations. I like it when people are against me." He also later added this in an interview: "Pretty much whoever I'm going against, I feel like I'm just gonna kill him." And here's
Okay,
the
well,
thing, when
let's
he was
not,
a
let's
sophomore
not get
in
twisted. Come on now,
he
man.
wouldn't dare say that.
Let's not
But
get
like
twisted.
I said, it's just the hate he received from his hometown made him into who he is today. You've probably picked up on it by now. He's not shy anymore, and he kind of talks a little trash. And when he's on the court, he lets you know that he's not scared of you, and he's going to
Born in
take on any
darkness.
battle.
It's
When
like
he was
Bane.
in college, he was playing
Batman,
against
I guess,
Arkansas,
right?
and there was a player
Not really
talking
the same
smack to
thing.
him on Arkansas's team. Herro then proceeded to make a clutch shot and yelled out, "I'm a bucket." There's so many stories.
Okay,
I
now
can
he's a
tell
little
you guys, and
cocky. I
they're
don't know if I
very
like that.
interesting.
Okay.
Of course, I can't
Do what you
fit
gotta
them
do,
all
though,
in this
right?
one video, but I'm just trying to touch the main points. Another incident in college was that he hit a crazy good shot and then he winked at the other team's player who he hit it on. So I think we can all agree he has that swagger that every
Okay,
guy
I mean-
should have on the court. But him having that quote unquote swagger anger didn't just develop out of nowhere. He's had it his entire life. When he was in only 3rd grade, he wouldn't challenge other kids in 3rd grade to games. He would challenge the teacher. And here's what his teacher had to say about that. That just let me know he wasn't going to back down from anybody. You may say Herro is cocky or arrogant, but I don't think he is. He's just confident. And here's what one of Tyler's teammates had to say.
Kind of go hand in hand at times.
When he has a bad practice, he's devastated. He's sick when he plays bad games. Also later adding, he wants to prove to people that I'm one of the guys you should have been talking about, and I'm one of the best in the game. And here's what Coach Calipari had to say about him at Kentucky. He's absolutely engaged every moment he's on the court, which means you can trust him. We got some other guys that aren't engaged all the time. When they're tired, they just stop. He does not stop. And one thing you guys didn't know about Tyler Herro is that he's an extremely hard worker. A lot of times we see these great high school players, college, or even NBA players, and we think they're just talented. But no, they actually work really hard. We just don't see that. Tyler's dad used to work him out and push him all the time when he was younger. And here's what Herro had to say about his dad. He used to push me so hard, he'd never tell me good game or anything. Also later adding,
what do y'all think about parents that coach like that, guys?
Tyler also later stated that they were painful times.
You think it's too much?
Him into the man he is today. And his dad did admit, quote unquote, I was tough on him. I wholeheartedly believe he's mentally strong because of it. And we gotta give.
I mean, yeah, I can see both sides of the story right there. You know, I just don't like a lot of cases. You know, when parents try to live their dream through their child, but you know, obviously you also want to push him too, right?
Props to his dad. If he wasn't tough on him, he probably wouldn't even be in the NBA today. So
sure.
I know you're
I understand that.
Oh, he didn't receive that much hate in college. It just happened in high school. Well, you're also wrong there again. For some reason, he still received hate in college, but it was more on the Twitter side and on social media. And here's what someone had to say about him on Twitter. I hope Tyler Herro blows his knee out, has surgery, gets an infection, and has to do a blood transfusion. Gets AIDS from the blood transfusion, realizes he's going to die.
Look like a damn YouTube comment.
Hit by a buzz, but only gets mangled and dies slowly as AIDS infect cripples.
Oh my god! That's an actual, like, this is our human race. Somebody said that, guys.
I don't even have nothing to say about that. We're just going to continue on. Here's what his mom had to say about the hate he even received.
Ooh, man.
The way people wish harm upon him is mind-boggling to me. And one of his other coaches stated this about him. He can't be broken. He just knows what his abilities are. We're not here to talk about how good he is at basketball because we all know this kid can hoop. Once he got out of Kentucky and made it to the NBA, though, the hate really started to die.
That's like a Vice, the Vice jersey or whatever.
As bad as it was
Miami.
in high school. And honestly, I'm saying this without a doubt in my mind. This is the most hated guy in high school basketball history, and it's not even close. But hey, maybe the hate helped him and fueled his motivation and drive him to the top. I really think it did, and I think that people who hated on him in high school, I bet they're really regretting it now. And I'm wishing Tyler Herro and his family the best of luck, and I hope he continues to succeed in his basketball career. If anyone deserves it, it's definitely him, because he's been through a lot. Tyler Herro was an outstanding player in high school, but he made a decision that made everyone in his hometown hate him. But when we look back on it,
yeah, I mean, like, in the end of the day, guys, I did not know Tyler Herro had hate like this. You know, anytime, like, you bring up Tyler Herro's name, like, in a trade room or something like that, every single Miami Heat fan out there will just literally defend this man with their life. I posted on Twitter the other day as a joke. I said, you know, Clippers offer Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Montrezl Harrell, and 17 first-round picks in exchange for Tyler Herro, and then I put Miami Heat fans. The Heat aren't trading Tyler Herro. Because you get that comment all the time whenever you even talk his name and trade stuff like that, man. So I am happy he has a fan base that really supports him. Obviously, that's new to him because it seems like wherever he's gone before, he's gotten hate. So, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, man, he's successful, right? He's in the NBA. He's living his dream. Haters gonna hate, bro.